Welcome to Bear Essentials with Bear Myers. In today's Division 2 video, we are going to go through the reasons why you should or could have multiple characters. You might ask, Bear, is it really worth the grind to do another character over and over again? My answer to that is a complete yes. There's big advantages of having multiple characters on your account. You can make up to 4 characters. As you can see here, I will show you my characters. Each and every one of them is completely maxed out on their specialist, and all 4 of the accounts are ready to go. Now, one of the advantages that I had at going through the leveling process is I used my apparel caches that I would build up to kind of use all that XP to get my characters leveled up to the point where they were 30th level, and I could start the grind of going through the world tier system. And having teammates that could help me along the way and kind of power me through definitely helped out. So first off, my big shout out is to the U.S. Army Infantry clan here on Xbox. We are currently 224th on Clan XP. Thanks for all the help, and that's the reason why I have 4 fully developed characters with all the specialists completely maxed out, as you can see through this video. So let me go through the reasons why it is good to have multiple characters. Because you use the same stash on all 4 characters, you can bounce items back and forth, so you can have more storage. That won't be as needed as it is now or was in the past. As we get up to the new system, Gear 2.0, it seems like we'll need less storage because you won't need to hold on to 10 or 15 of that God roll stat that you once found. Another reason to run multiple characters is you can repeat loot boxes and missions. See, you can only open a loot box or a mission once per day, but you can do it once per day per account, so that's times 4. When you're working on all your clan points, your apparel, your resource, your mods, each character that's working on that counts toward that end. So you can do each invaded mission on heroic. You can do it on your first account times 4, second account times 4, you know, so that really helps you out. When it comes to the apparel events, the special events that come on, you get a mission each week. But since the apparel works as a account-wide, not character-wide, you get to do 4 missions a week compared to everybody else's 1 if they only have 1 account. So that helps out. You also have more builds. You don't have to switch back and forth from build to build to build. You can kind of specialize, like your first character, he could be your raid builds, and your second character can be your PvP builds, and your third character can be the grinding through missions fast, like a cluster bomb build or something like that. And your fourth one you can use to experiment with, or do your resources, or do all your crafting. One of the other advantages is as you're doing your crafting and getting your crafting resources, you have those 1,500 resources of each category you can now store. So once you get up to having those all up, you can jump on your crafting guy and just craft away, and it all counts toward the same end result. Another thing you can do with multiple accounts is you can take your exotic say your Nemesis that took you 3 weeks to get, you can take it, you can throw it in your stash, have one of the other accounts pull that up, and then that same account can, it's like he never had the Nemesis. You can start that process over and over again. So you could potentially have unlimited chatterboxes, unlimited Nemesis, those ones that you grind for pieces to put together. You can just constantly be in that process of doing it again. Now you may ask, why would you want that? You know, once you had 4 or even 1 a piece, you know, you can switch them back and forth through your stash. Well, the reason why you'd want to do that is because you can break each one of those down and have your resources. Now once you get the exotic resources up to 20, then you're maxed out and you're done. But until then, that's a good way to do it, because those ones you find out when you're in a party, you can break those down and give them to the other people in your party if you run into those. So, and the other reason why having multiple characters is a good practice to do and get them fully developed is it's more fun. With less work than the first time you ran through it. All that grind that you went through the first time, you don't necessarily have to do a lot of that grind, because once you get in the World Tier system, you can just go to the stash and get 500 gear out of your old stash, and you're good to go. You don't have to grind and get up to 250 and then 300 and 325 and 350. You don't have to gradually work your way up to there. You can just, once you're able to use the 500 gear, you can just go to your stash, grab a 500 gear. You can even throw your best builds on at that point. So you get World Tier 1, you can throw that Polka build on, you can throw that Pyromanium build on, you can throw that, you know, Aces and 8 build on. Before, when you first started playing, it took you a long time to get those up. So I went over the reasons that you should have all 4 characters. Now, currently, right now, if you want to do hardcore, you need to dedicate one of those characters to your hardcore character. But if you just have one account and your hardcore account, at least start your second and third character. It'll give you potentially up to 60 extra slots to store stuff. So with Cure 2.0 on the horizon and not sure where they're going, that gives you 120 more things to hold on to store up to see what they might roll when it comes out the other side. If nothing else, you can put it on all one account and break it all down and go from there. So that's today's video, the reasons why multiple characters can help each and every one of you enjoy the Division 2 in a much better light. The advantages you have of having those multiple accounts are outweigh anything that you do when you just have that one account. This is Bear Buyers, and this is Bear Essentials. Peace out.